I haven't really looked too far. Parkview Village of New.
I was walking there the other day, but I
Green, green space up there yet?
No.
don't think these.
Yeah. If you guys haven't, I've been over to Iron Trail
Uh-huh.
and, they're putting it, they've got a dog park.
They got their playground equipment off the trail.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
can very easily go, hey, play on that same setting.
So are you guys ready?
Yep. Yep.
Are we waiting on anybody? No. Okay. I call this meeting of the Cumberland Parks Board in session. Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Caitlin, do we have roll call?
President Curtis,
Here.
Vice President Gaston, here, Member Dirk,
Here.
Member Johnson, here.
We are on to the minutes for July. Did everybody have a chance to read them? Are there any corrections? Is there a motion for the approval of the July 2025 minutes?
I will make a motion to approve the July 2025 minutes.
Do I have a second on that motion? We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. We do not have any public comments tonight, so we'll go to the claims register. Did everybody get a chance to look at the claims register? If you have any questions?
I have a question.
Okay,
Why is the ASC split up into all those different parts when it's the same account number and the same check? I would understand if it had a different account for different things, but why were you, this, I don't know what it is.
I'm sure I'd have to check and see, because they could be different areas.
That's what.
Just because they're on the same account doesn't mean that they're not different areas, but. Yeah, I can look into that. I don't enter those, but I can get you.
I'm assuming that's like the parks, right? We're paying for electricity, say yes, electricity. Okay, we're paying electricity at what, they're 5 of them, I do.
And I believe that you pay your portion of the public works building as well.
Of course, and we'll do a great job over there.
we don't want to work it in the dark.
No, we need to hire for those vehicles. Okay, I was just curious. I thought,
It's okay.
I didn't know if Lions Park had its own line item and I don't know.
AES offered me as a landlord that I could do this. And it comes on the bill, it tells me how much and how much electricity it's split up, and then I can just pay one price for it. So that's probably the same. Erica probably sees it and we don't. Thank you. Okay, is there a motion for the approval of the July 2025? Wait a minute, August, this is July 2025 claims register. Somebody has to make a motion at some point.
To approve the July.
I just don't want to be so.
Do I have a second?
Sorry,
I know you say that every time.
Do-
Second, I'm seconding.
All right, I'm good. Yes, we are good. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. We're on to Caitlin with the board report.
yes, staff bolts around the message, bulletin board, staff travel on the trail, along the driveway and lights started. The budget around the line of the house, cleaned up and covered graffiti in National Road Park. Staff repaired the plexiglass on the message boards, staff changed out basketball nets. Drive-by design has started repairing the National Road Park shelter. You can see it out front, they're already starting to put that together. Then ordered 3 2-story little libraries. So we'll need to get together and figure out where we'd like those to go. Yay! Myself and Ben are meeting with financial advisors to discuss putting together a presentation on park impact fees. We met with, Adam Stone from Stone Municipal Group today and told him that we kind of did you guys an injustice, when we did the park impact fee, because while Brenda was a part of it, nobody else was. So, he is going to put together a presentation and be at your next meeting. I'm having Ryan King put together a presentation on the Parkview Village Park, because same thing, we kind of did you guys an injustice by not involving you. You guys signed the paperwork, you signed off. But you don't understand the grant process and all of that, so he's gonna put together a presentation on what exactly that grant is, what it's gonna look like when we take ownership, where it needs to go from there. He will also be at your next meeting. Staff has been working to activate the green space in Parkview Village by doing a trial. Probably spell that one. Food truck Friday starting in September. Apparently we're not doing it in Parkview anymore, is what I found out today.
I'm not doing what?
We're not doing it in Parkview Village today, or anymore.
Yeah, and maybe switching it to iron trails. The green space isn't finished rated enough right now.
I spoke with Joni about extending the due date for Honors Park nominations to Friday, August 15th. It was posted on the website, but it was not posted on social media. So we only received a couple, and they were 3 nominations for people who were nominated last year. So we wanted to give people a chance, so I reached out to council members and other people, then get some more nominations, and I believe we received 30 extra from this week. So I'll meet it with Brian, and Joanna has scheduled a meeting to go over those. Dakota plans to begin the mural project in September. I think she said she plans to start September 9th. Also, I spoke with Victoria today, and we would like to do kind of a ribbon cutting and have all of you there, do pictures, the whole thing. So be on the lookout for that email.
That would be mid-September then? I mean, it wouldn't take her too long, right?
I think this will be done.
Yeah,
Okay,
and I think we're looking at the 22nd
okay,
for the ribbon cutting.
okay. Good to know.
And the town received a bunch of books that were donated by Cumberland residents.
Bunch.
Can I ask about the basketball nets? Was that just at National, or did you do them at Lions too?
Yeah, with the changing all the parts.
You believe or you know? Cause
I
yeah,
could find it.
Okay.
Double check.
okay. Cause yeah, they were looking pretty rough out at Lions. I was gonna mention that today, so that's good. You guys are on that. Okay, so really the ribbon cutting would just be just that. There's no real entertainment. There's no real. Okay,
Just a quick.
As of now, this was just brought to my.
Yeah,
attention.
yeah.
No.
Uh-huh. Okay, it might be good to interview us then, if our Parks Board is going to be represented. If Matt, that does the community chats, could interview us, I think that Joni would probably speak up about a few things along the trail, and I would probably speak up, and maybe you, and maybe Ryan, because we all contributed to the trail through the years, so it might be good just to say, what is your favorite thing, you know? Because the community needs to know who the park board is. So.
I think we've made more of an impact lately than we have.
Right, but since they've been doing these community chats that are straight, you know, basically a chance to hear our voices and see us, it might be a good time, since we're right there. If the sound, I know, depending if the weather's not great or anything,
Right,
but you know,
and we don't have to do it on site. We can
Right.
Also
true,
come back.
yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna throw that out there.
Ever, where did you have to replace the plexiglass?
National Road.
Did they break it?
Yeah, it was broken, the lower, the right foot thing,
Uh-huh,
that piece.
okay. Because somebody has scraped along the bottom down here, but it's not dangerous or anything. And it's not even near breaking, but you know. You could see where they did it on purpose, because they went this way and then went back. But you can't really see it for 3 feet, so. Okay, we'll go on to old.
Oh, I mean, I have a question on this food truck deal.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What's the purpose?
To show that there's a need for restaurants in the town.
Okay, and the reason I ask is because Grant's Corner has a Friday night food truck deal too.
There's a lot of neighborhoods that do that.
Yes,
Um,
I don't know.
Ticket food trucks here to see Cumberland is here, we're growing, we
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
restaurants, so that's the purpose.
Okay.
We already have BBBs, which is more based around barbecue,
yeah,
and this will be open to different types of.
So it's not to see the green space.
No,
It's a food.
it's to activate.
Got it. Got it. I was confused.
In a lot of the neighborhoods, it's not something that we as a town or park board are doing, the neighborhoods themselves put it together. And bring the trucks in. Would be nice if we knew where all the trucks were and when, though.
They're talking every Friday in September.
Uh,
I know they went and looked at everything, I believe it was Monday.
Actually,
So it came up last week, and
okay.
so you're hearing about it just as soon as. kind
No, I mean, the neighborhoods
yeah,
that do it on their own. It would be nice so that we would know.
yeah,
Like. I
Like-
didn't know they were.
Grant's Corner does because their people try to get, and I'm in Glen Oaks Village, so they sent it to us and said, hey, go.
okay. Okay, well, maybe you can inform us.
Well, you know what? If I pull it up right now, I probably could. You know,
Okay,
see that by the.
yeah, okay.
Okay, now we're on to old business. Brian, do you have any questions before I go on for the board report? Okay. Old business. The only thing that I have, you've already done that, the impact fee update is coming. And that I'm getting business request letters together for Ben to approve. And you're dealing with the shades, and we'll talk about that later. So our new business is the 2026 event calendar planning. I went through my calendar and this very rough. I should give you.
I'm sure.
Okay. Calendar is what we did in 24 and what we have been and are doing in 25 so far. And so is there anything different that you want to do in 26? Because we're not doing for this year, for the end of the year, we're not doing the town cleanup, so that's off for October. When did you tell me Friday Night Lights?
So we have, well, for the rest of this year, you're
Okay, yeah,
okay, so August 29th is our last one,
okay,
and then
for this year.
for this year.
Oh, okay,
So then for next year,
just give me months.
June, July, and August.
Is that enough?
Yeah. Yes. And
I don't want to go into September.
No, because I mean, it's been this year has been so hot and
Okay.
I can't have, you know, like personally don't wanna do events, but I don't even know.
Okay,
You gotta get like a motivation from people, so.
You said June, July, and August.
Yep, June, July, August of next year, so June 26th, July 1st, and August 28th.
okay.
And then our family fun night, yeah, will resume May through October, second Thursday. I do have something to add to that. We have a community member who does the fun run. Alyssa, I talked to her at the BBB and she is possibly looking at, using Lions Park as their running club, event that could coincide with Family Fun Night for next season.
Mhm.
So like the biking, the bicyclists, left from Lions that night, she said that, cause they already do once a month anyway,
Right,
but she's like, we could do this is Saturday, but this could be a weeknight
Mhm.
with our Family Fun Night.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put that out there. I thought, I invited her to
Is it run or bicycle?
this is it's a run
Okay.
club.
Okay,
This is the run club. So she just does one Saturday a month right now. But I told her about the weeknight, family fun night, and so she said, oh, that might be a really good time for us to do another running.
okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed, I wouldn't be opposed to that as long as we don't become more of a babysitter.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what's happening in the craft tonight. They're dropping them off and then going to
Okay.
pickleball.
Well, it is family fun night. We're all supposed to have fun, so.
Yes. Okay, so family fun night is
Yes.
on and Friday night lights
Yes.
is still on.
Yes, and then we will
And
do,
the yoga is still
Okay.
on.
okay,
And, and then, Honors Park will still be on for next year. So I was thinking, I was talking to Caitlin about town cleanup day in April. And it always coincides with Warren Townships and we lose volunteers that go over to Warren and help them. And so I'm thinking about, what if we wait until the beginning of May? Is that a possibility?
it's a possibility. You get into Mother's Day and all that. I just think people I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be real negative at this point. They only think of themselves for the whole rest of the summer.
Mhm.
May hits, that's it. It's family, it's vacation, it's getting away.
Well,
So,
I would say that at the end of May, but if we planted it like the first weekend in May, when do graduations hit?
well, that's not until like the end of May, but
Okay,
I think the advantage is April is naturally,
mhm.
Earth Day is in April, and I personally don't think we've lost volunteers. I mean, I've seen all the volunteers over the years and it's not many. So I don't think, that there's been, I think it's more the businesses need to be asked directly to support.
Well, and I know we did lose, a big, I can't think of her name now.
Marjorie.
Yes,
Marjorie.
yeah, I mean, she worked above and
Yeah.
beyond. We lost her to the high school.
Yes, but she works there now, so.
But on the other hand, too, when the high school was talking about what dates people wanted, I told them, this is when ours is. Can you guys do the other weekend? And they picked our weekend after they knew when we were gonna do it, so. No
I think
matter,
it's great. If we do it together, we do it separately. The fact is, we're offering it and, the trash is out there just today, turn the corner, there's like 6, cardboard boxes. They're in the middle of the median. So
okay, So
anytime,
cleanup day for April.
yeah, I mean, and usually, Joni, it depended on a lottery system, because they have the dumpsters. They used to, the Keep Indianapolis Beautiful has changed over the years, but they used to have. This part of town is getting them, this part,
Okay,
you kind of were at their mercy of what the date was.
okay.
So, anyway. I mean, does anybody else have any input on April? To me, April's a good time because we don't have as much green that has grown up around the trash yet. It's still
I do agree with that.
lower and we can see the trash. And, now this year, unfortunately, of course, we had downpours. This has just been a rough year weather-wise. Been a rough.
Okay, so are you doing cleanup day this year or not?
Well, Caitlin has taken over the responsibility of
Okay,
organizing it and I will be there.
okay. So we need to know our cleanup day date by January according to her.
If they let us, Keep Indianapolis Beautiful does
Yeah.
not release their dates until like the third week of January.
Do you think you could use your influence to just like tell
Take a try.
tell the advertising people to scoot it in if we get it at the end of February?
That's if you get us a dumpster
Okay,
for whenever, if, KIBI one.
okay. Okay, but I don't want it charged on our account, like, this is something free that I feel like, I'm like, oh, here's your $600 or $1,000 bill. It's like, no, let's pick the date they wanna give us.
No, we could have had 2 t-shirts each for that.
Yes. I do have one more comment about the calendar.
Okay,
Do we have any summer children events? Because I would like to know if on our Parks Board calendar, if we could have any summer camps already secured for,
have to go looking for them.
well, here it is, Skyhawks, this was in Wardsville, right here.
Was that from last year?
This is from this year. I've shown you guys this before,
Okay.
and my eye caught this because it says pickleball. So,
This is the one for this summer.
this summer, yes, this is what they did, so, let's see, their latest one was July 28th through 31st. So they did June, golf and flag football, and then it looks like the 2 Julys were pickleball and tennis. So anyway, Caitlin, if we have anybody on working on securing a summer camp, an option that would be,
So my question on that is, are you expecting them to pay us to use our park
Yes.
to do this? Because what stops somebody from advertising,
Yes.
looking at Lions Park to go play soccer?
yes, that's
Make
what,
it a camp.
yeah. They would pay the park the appropriate fees. And then they would run their camp. And they would collect money for the campers and all that.
But you're right, like I could call you and say, bring 10 kids and we'll play soccer. And we wouldn't be charged for that. But these people are gonna have
This
this,
is a reservation.
yeah, every day
Yeah.
and the parents pay for it.
And they,
And there's whole different liability for that.
Again, but I still don't see why I can't. How are you gonna collect from the people that are doing it? Is it coming from
This is
our
not-
park department?
no, this is, look, this flyer is for parents. The money of the kids, that my kid, I want him to do flag football. I scan this, I sign my kid up, it doesn't, the only thing the parks, to my knowledge, is Skyhawks has a partnership. They, just like we got the soccer camp that, I forget if you were on the board then.
But I saw.
So anyway, we had the arrangement with the soccer, club.
Not the individual people, not.
Right. And they were gonna pay us our fees to rent the soccer field. and then they would run their camp. And it was only a week. So that didn't get any participants,
Oh, really?
correct?
They didn't advertise very well.
So, so what I'm saying is, this has to be like right now, in order for them to have
For
participants.
next summer, yes.
Next summer.
What about the pickleball place on Shaveland Avenue? Can you talk to them about maybe running a camp out here? Or would then they ask you to do the camp?
No, no, no. The point is, I guess it's, here's. It needs to be a very high functioning camp where people have an awesome experience and they want to repeat it. That's what I'm saying. We need to raise the caliber of programming.
So they don't do that kind of
They
stuff?
don't
on
know
the
because
Shaveland?
they run their own kids camp in their building.
Oh, okay.
So they run their own camps there. They don't go to offsite. I mean, they would probably if we're like, could you donate your services for our
Mhm.
2-week camp and then we get 3 kids and they,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
What I would really love to see is high quality, very well done sports camp.
Okay.
Where
So do you want to do research on the type of camps you want?
there
Yeah,
it is
I
right
think
there.
so.
This is exactly what I want. There is a multi-sport. And then they have these different offerings. So these two are on pickleball and tennis. They're obviously on now tennis.
Um,
Couldn't really do because we have permanent. But they could do it on like the basketball surface.
mhm.
So
So you're wanting to go for this company from a board spell?
That's all I'm asking.
well, there is, you know how many youth are just sitting around doing nothing on the summer? Like it breaks my heart to know that we have a myriad of problems in our youth. And if local health and wellness organizations want to help bring the camp to us, I would love that, to where it's not a high cost on the parent.
Mhm. Because that's a problem in this area.
I mean, but what are we gonna do? We're gonna keep getting what we've always had.
Yeah.
If we just, oh, sorry, can't pick, okay. More and more families don't have the support they need. And it's just, it keeps going. So my thought is, why can't, and I know, Caitlin, you visited over there with the other parks people, right? You're going to,
Not there.
well, I mean, but you're starting to go to their county events, aren't you? Or county meetings is what I'm saying, right? Has this issue come up? Like, how did they get in touch?
We've not met since, beginning of this.
Okay, well, I would love for you to ask that question to the county folks, because if the county wants to deal with it, I would love that too. Let the county partner with a kids camp and then help us get Cumberland kids, you know,
Mhm.
familiar
to it.
because, yeah, it doesn't have to be necessarily hosted here. But I just feel like there's a complete deficit of any kind of programming that, that is for children and active children, you know. So that's my plea. It's been my plea since day one that I've been.
And that's why I told, said over and over, we need our own Boys and Girls Club here to give these kids something to do. And I know it's a lot of babysitting, but anyway,
We're getting there. I mean,
that's a whole nother thing.
more and more kids are using the trail and getting on their bikes and moving. That's good. And now they, just like the adults want food trucks to order from or, you know, places to be engaged, and the kids need it too. They need something to be active and to show up. So anyway, Caitlin, if you could find out more about that, whether Victoria, thank you. Yeah,
I think I just looked them up. It's not a franchise based. It's the same Skyhawk I was reading about. It's a franchise deal,
yeah.
but I could not match that logo. So I don't know what I saw staff.
Well, my kids personally, I know about Skyhouse because I took them to Shelbyville to do this program, and they were 5 years old and 6 years old. And
I do know there's a shortage of camps because by the time a parent with 4 kids decides to look into it, they're already full. Whether they can afford it or not, they're
Right,
already
right.
full.
And what was so nice and a nice memory is that year, they also had free lunches for the kids in the park. So my boys were able to participate in the camp and then have something to eat. So imagine that.
Okay, so along with cleanup day in April, we're gonna do the Arbor Day, pass out trees. What else do we have planned for next year?
Wait, I don't have the Arbor Day on here, what's that?
That's new.
She's putting that,
I was putting it on 26.
Month.
That's part of it.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be in
April,
April.
I think.
Yeah,
yes. And so we're going to, we're gonna continue our yoga. We are not doing food Lollapalooza that we did with Cumberland First Baptist Church. That was, it went over, and it didn't flop, but it didn't go over as well as she thought it would, so we're not gonna do that at the church. The window contest, I think, probably did better during COVID because everybody was home, so I don't think we need to do that unless somebody's just gaga they want to. And, the other thing that we did in 2024, we had Cumberland Neighbors that Dave Daniels, was in charge of. And his theory was doing something during the fall, spring and winter months with older adults, not necessarily retired ease, but just people that wanted to get together and make new friends. And we tried it at 9 a.m. and we tried it at 1 a.m. And we had very few people that showed up. And we even did it 2 nights, and I emailed the people that had said, darn, I work, I would love to come. Well, we didn't hear from them when we had 2 evenings either. So it's kind of gonna be like same old, same old. The things that I would like to do is in February of last year, we had a Valentine's Day card making party, and that was like a huge hit. And I talked to Joanne, right? I talked to Joanne and she's willing to come back and do that again. But Ben would rather us do things at Cumberland property. So, would you ask him about that, if that would be possible to have it here? Okay. So I'd like to do that. And then, I put your summer camps on here. And we used to do dog walks from, not the kind of dog walks your friend does, but it was just a summer evening dog walk. We left from Warehouse Trailhead and walked the dogs to Dairy Queen. And Dairy Queen came out and took our orders on the patio, and it was just a nice, you know, dogs and people. And I'd like to do that again. Would somebody like to take that over? All it involves is calling Dairy Queen and asking them what's your least busy night? And, telling them what we want to do, and then we do the advertisement, and get the advertisement, what we want, and Victoria and Hannah will whip up some advertising.
What month?
It's open, just not too hot, because the dogs don't have tennis shoes on the trail. So we used to do it in September, but we don't have to do it then. It was just something that a bunch of us started to do just from the town. And then people would see us, and I think we did it for like 4 years. And then all of a sudden,
Just in the
Just
month of
dropped.
September, just September of that year, the September of the next year?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, we did it for a long time, and then I can't remember why we stopped, but. So is anybody against doing that? Would you like to do that?
I don't mind doing it, I just can't guarantee you I'm gonna be there,
Okay,
but I can surely call there.
okay. So I'll put it for September and put a question mark. And, also, we've been talking about having an exercise class somewhere. And, we would get this, we need a trainer, somebody to lead it. That cheap or free, so if anybody works with a trainer somewhere that would like to do it once a week. And that's all I have. So we're not quite there yet, we don't have to have this all turned in, but if you think of something else. Or you look at this and you know you're gonna be on vacation a certain day. Speak up now. Okay, anybody else? Okay, let's go on to board member comments. Brenda?
Okay. So we had a request for shade structure last month, as you remember, from community members, and I also have met with Caitlin where we looked at this shade structure here. Caitlin's gonna send the website to you guys after, but it's pro playgrounds, and it's shade and should take it. Anyway, on the website, under this picture here, there are some really nice photographs of this same shade structure that were either installed in a pad, like a concrete pad, or even mulch, or like some type of a surface underneath. So if you wanna, she'll send that link later, so you can take a look at the pictures underneath it, just to get an idea. Okay, so the idea being,
Tell them about it.
yeah, Greg is council president, and I reached out to him saying, hey, Greg, you know, impact fee money, I guess, is not an option. At least for this shade structure. That is not more of like a capital project, I guess. This would be a smaller installation, so. Correct me, Caitlin, but I guess Ben said possibly there might be money for concrete of some type of installation, or that you and we can meet out there and try to look at the space and come up with maybe like a phase 1 and phase 2, if we can't do a full solution this next year. Maybe we could do phase 1 and phase 2. As a possibility for getting some type of a shade structure installed for that area. So this particular one, if we would get like a 16 by 16, but it would be around 6,000. Yes, or, yeah.
I know.
So,
Is it something that is going to be permanent, so when they redo the park, it's not gonna be wasted?
well, that,
Thank you, Joanne.
yes, but at the same time, I point our attention to all of the playground structures. And personally, I think it would look pretty bad to take out playground structures without new playground structures. So how long will that be? That might be a while.
I don't understand the question.
I'm saying,
I'm not arguing, I
All right.
don't understand.
so, for example, we have certain playground structures in the floodplain that are supposed to be removed. But my point is, I don't think Lions Park is gonna be complete with these amenities that's gonna help pickleball or, you know, for many years. Meaning on the other side of the current course, I don't think this is gonna be developed. I think the parking and I think like, just like we had to do out here, we had to do infrastructure, we had to do reroute the traffic, we couldn't put in a lot, right? So my concern is if we wait too long, we might wait 4 years before we have some type of permanent shade structure as it stands in the plan.
How long does this shade guarantee for?
I mean, it's pretty permanent as far, okay. UV blocking, HDPE fabric. Durable outdoor spaces, steel frames, hurricane rated. They come in various sizes and can be customized, offering versatile solution for sun protection.
Can they be put down without concrete?
That's what this is right here. As you can see, so just mulch. So should we meet or does Ben want to be involved, or I'll go with what Caitlin, you advised me as far as giving input. Any board member comments on, like I said, you guys can take a look at, like, right here. I have some of them.
We meet in 2 weeks, so.
Yeah, you and I.
For you, Martin.
Okay, so here's an example.
Right, but I still don't understand, is this going to be moved when things progress? And can it be moved and re-put up, or is this just?
That can be a question we can ask, but to me, 4 years of something like this that's basic, even if you're gonna supposedly drill through it, I would just kindly request something like here.
And is it staying up year round?
That's another question we can answer after we do some more discussion.
And can a Yahoo take a box knife and cut it?
Oh, God. Joanna, do you know how my life is?
I understand, I don't wanna be a negative person here, but I also know you can buy a shade tent that I sent in softball tournaments for 10
Right,
years in.
right.
For an hour, for
Yeah.
3-hour softball game, and I'm fine.
Right. Does somebody want to volunteer to be our shade person for every open play?
No, but I'm saying family night, they come and put those side things up on our little shelter.
Uh-huh.
I'm not trying to create more work for
Yeah.
your guys. But I'm just asking. We're
Yeah.
spending $3,000 to $7,000 for something that could get us through 3 months of play with a $100 shade tent. Sorry, just asking. I don't want you to be mad at me.
No, I'm not mad, guys, this is fine. I mean, like I said, this is
But they
Yeah.
burned down the shelter 2 weeks after it was up,
well,
whoever they are.
obviously we're going to go with a solution that's going to provide hopefully enjoyment. I mean, someday when I'm relaxing in Panama, trust me, I am not gonna miss these discussions, guys. I am not gonna miss these discussions because no one harms property over there. Jeez. Anyway, the right thing to do, in my opinion, is to answer the call of the community, which is not be hurt because they're putting their chairs in a location inside right now, they're trying to put their chairs inside the property of, the fence, rather than have, because they have no shade. Okay,
So the question is shade.
yes,
I will just say we're looking at many options for
Yes.
shade.
thank you.
We'll meet in 2 weeks.
Sounds
Okay.
good. So yes, we would love to have an option that would never be harmed. I would love to hear it. I would love for somebody to respect it. And so far, I'm very pleased though that the picnic tables are very effective in where they are. They're being used, they're not being harmed, and hopefully the guys are not having too many problems mowing around them or anything. So thank you for that. So that is all that's on, that I know about the shade structure so far.
Okay.
So Caitlin and I will meet. We will go over our options and come back, I guess, with the
Okay.
agenda.
Any other
Yes.
comments?
So who is it Chris that's coming tomorrow for the staff member? Yes?
Yep.
For Family Fun Night, okay. And then, weeds in the pollinator garden, that's, I mentioned it maybe last month. They look good behind the benches. The pollinator gardens behind the benches look good, but the one that's out there in the open, that's at Lions at the back, you go past the bench, and it's in between this bench and this bridge. That one back there by the creek. There's some tall weeds growing out of it right now. So,
Two sweets.
yes. See, we got a picture of it from last month.
No, I'm just reading. Yeah.
Saw it. I told you to go over there.
See, they're here, they're right behind the sign.
Okay,
Where they're at.
all right. So if we could like,
But they're in the flower bed.
so if those weeds are removed, maybe
your
we can
flowers.
sprinkle some more pollinator seeds there. I don't know.
I thought the flowers looked nice.
Yes, I
They
wanted
for the first year.
Yes,
But
I
it's
agree.
just
Fine.
this, please tell me that this isn't off.
Okay.
Okay, okay. But it looks bad because it's right at the front of the pollinator area. And it's behind the info board at Lions Park.
Okay, so my last comment is just, do we have an extra trash bin in the back somewhere that's not being used?
Like trash can there.
Yep, like a heavy duty. Because right there at the corner of the basketball and the pickleball, where the picnic tables are, we could use a trash bin there. Because just like at this event, we're gonna need to throw trash away, and we don't have anything all the way down,
Do you mean just for family fun night or?
permanent. Permanent.
I'll have to check and see what.
Yes, please just check. That's all I ask. Yes, thank you.
Are the ones that are under the first shelter, are they always full?
Those things are bolted down because I looked at, I know there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
They're bolted right into yeah, they are bolted into the concrete. So anyway, yes, thank you for checking on that. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, Joanna, you're next.
Comments?
Okay.
Yeah, I just remembered I have photos. What do we say to do? Send photos. That won't be my phone. Complicated, but.
Jody, we have access to the OneDrive.
Yes.
Could you send them to Jeremy?
Yes.
Sure. And then, we just talked about pollinator gardens. Do we have enough seed? We think about additional seed or anything, or for next year?
I'm not sure how much seed we have left.
Okay, yeah, we can check when we can see. Replace the.
And we,
So
I
we
believe
did-
we still do have funds from the Friends for the tree.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I don't believe that we ever see.
Okay. Okay,
Are
good.
we buying seeds?
We did the first go around, they're pretty cheap actually.
Do they release themselves?
They do, but you should also see it. It's for the first few years.
Okay, so it needs to be treated.
Yeah, you're supposed to like in the fall, like late fall, you're
Okay.
just like supposed to wipe it out. Okay, yeah, then you reseed it again. Some will come back, some won't.
Are we making any more spots or are you just concentrating on what you have?
I would like them to,
Yeah.
yeah. That was originally
Yes.
5, and even some over here,
Mhm.
we get that far, but
No, I agree. I think
now,
Brian,
now I coming in.
keep it up, because you did have a compliment on social media. Yes, I posted a picture and there, I said, you know, I didn't say anything about the pollinator, but I had it from behind looking over the pollinator to the bench, and somebody was like, I love the pollinator garden, and I said, well, thank you, I'll take that compliment back to our first board member. So,
So we probably need to look for a seed on sale.
Yeah, last time we ordered online, there's like a local, or they provide local seeds, we can look at that, and it was pretty inexpensive. That's all good.
Okay. The only thing that I have is, and this isn't really a cardboard thing, but I just saw it today. When somebody moves out and they leave their trash sitting all around their trash, like in our neighborhood, somebody moved out and there's a couch and 2 recliners and a stove and all kinds of just stuff in boxes. Who do we call for that? I mean, we're not as Cumberland responsible, but you know, it was out before the trash went last week and trash didn't take it. And then it was still out and they didn't take it again.
I get that.
Okay, thank you. And I want to say thank you to all the residents and staff that brought in books. Mel was very, you need more room in my garage. I'm like, yes, I do. And they responded and brought lots and lots of books. The book, I don't know if you all know, but we have a lot of books that were stolen out of our little library. And we think we know who might have done it, but we don't have any proof. And we don't really have any way to stop them. I put a note in it that said, you know, this is a lending library, take a book and leave a book, bring the book back when you're done. The note disappeared. So this has been happening for 3 weeks now. And so I've been putting books in and taking a picture of them and making sure that they're staying there. And they've stayed there for a week, so I loaded it up. And right before I came, it's empty again. It's got 8 books in it. And I have both shelves filled. So I'm just gonna leave those 8 books in there and see what happens. Maybe she'll get stronger and she can carry away more books at once, but, so I'm still gathering books. If anybody
I have
has
some of the
books. Okay, I'm taking that. And I wanted to tell Everett that at Family Fun Night last month, Joanne was there, so she was able to help with the crafts. And so I got to go out and talk to more people. And 2 people especially, they love the park, they love how it's taken care of. They love that the grass is cut, they love that they don't have to worry about their kids being all scratched up and they were just glowing about it. So I wanted to make sure you knew that. And that's all I have. Future agenda items, anyone? Besides shade?
I will possibly have one, an Eagle Scout reached out to me, last week about, doing a storytelling garden for children in Lions Park, as a part of his, service project. He's from Cumberland, apparently he would bring his sister to Lions Park and be tour, so, he's looking to implement like,
With a little library.
with the library, he said benches or seating, planter boxes with flowers and a weatherproof book box where kids can borrow or keep books. He also wants to install a QR code sign that links to free audio books for children. So I will reach out to him and get some more information on this and see what he needs from the Parks Board.
And what his timeline is.
Yep.
Okay, what else do we have? We have, Honors Park again. Anybody have anything else that we'll talk about in September?
So I guess we're not doing cleanup day, so that would normally be an
Right.
item, but it's not.
And it's not.
Okay, yeah,
We'll have the
yeah, you'll
Park
have to-
Impact Fee presentation.
Yeah.
And then the
We'll have what presentation?
Park Impact Fee.
Yeah.
And then Ryan will do a presentation on parking.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else? Ever, do you have anything? Caitlin? Okay, do I have a motion to end the meeting
Make a motion.
of the Parks Board? Somebody make a motion.
I'm motioning.
You're making a motion. Do I have a second? All those in favor say aye. This Park Board is closed.
Now, really.